Okay, here we go.
I've got beef jerky in my mouth.
Why?
Talk to him about beef jerky in my mouth.
We talking sprint culture, we talking track and field. When the gunshot lick it, give a man the chills. We talking speed demons like Usain. The red track where a legend really makes their name. The US and Jamaica, they run the sprinting game. There's nothing like the Olympics for your claim to fame. When you break the world record, you show you ain't the same. From the men to the women, times are insane. Yeah, we talking sprint culture. We talking sprint culture. We talking sprint culture. We talking sprint culture.
Yo, first episode in the studio. We got some stuff happening outside of the studio. We got some stuff happening inside the studio. I enjoy the studio because we get to have features like Nethaneel, Mitchell Blake.
Greetings and salutations.
Bring in the werewolf Warren Weir, yo.
Season 3, we're here. Season 3. Over and I want to pronounce it, we're here.
It's Warren, so you got to say tree.
Yeah.
3. If all my Jamaicans, season 3. Don't get it twisted, we're here.
Keyshawn Thompson was one of the big storylines that I was kind of sticking to. He's been doing a lot of pulling out.
No protection.
Pull out game strong, Bridget.
Yes. Unstereotypically of all Jamaicans.
Warren didn't laugh. He didn't find that funny. Is camera frozen? Oh, he didn't find that funny. Anyways, World Indoor Championships. Then last year, he put out a Monaco, put out a ZMN. I thought I was going to see him at last year. I thought I was going to see him.
What didn't he pull out of last year, respectfully?
No, we saw him at the Olympics and we saw him in Hungary.
Yeah.
So we didn't see him on the Diamond League at all. He's kind of gaining a bad reputation as far as this is concerned. We have sightings. So Warren, being the Jamaican with us, can you explain why Keyshawn keeps pulling out of meets so much?
Yo, I can't talk for what I don't know, but I'll just assume that I don't care what's happening. If I'm not healthy, I'm not healthy. If I'm not ready to run, I'm not ready to run. Like, we all know that. We might feel good today and the next moment we don't feel good, and it's just play it safe. And especially because he has had a long wait to get to the world stage.
Yeah.
You have to take more precaution than now. We have seen a lot of athletes who don't run as much because of health issues, and then we have seen athletes who just risk their body and then run and then out 2 years and come again and out 2 years again. So I have no problem in taking precaution.
So do you think it's a precautionary measure then?
I think so. There's no reason for him to just back out just because, like, no, that's not Jamaicans. Like, it has to be a reason.
However you slice it, whether it's an injury or not, it's a letdown. It's a huge letdown, and it's becoming a part of his reputation now. It's not like we can trust when we hear that he's going to be in a meet, because this has happened multiple times.
Yeah, you have to see him on the start line to believe it. Because I remember last year there was supposed to be a couple showdowns of him, and we're all anticipating him to be there in the field because he's a great talent, and you want to see what he's going to do pre-champs, right? But he showed up when it matters most, and many will say he lost the gold opposed to winning the silver, right? He's only 23. People forget that.
I'm a big Keyshawn fan, so I think that's why it's bothering me so much.
You want to see what he's going to do.
I want to see him run, dog.
The sport is better when the fastest people in the world compete.
And he put a post up on Instagram that got me hyped the other day. It was a silhouette of him watching the race.
Which race?
At the Olympics, of him losing. And it had this music in the background, and it's kind of like he's replaying it in his mind. Like,
there's no such thing as a painless lesson. They just don't exist. Sacrifices are necessary. You can't gain anything without losing something first. Although, if you can endure that pain and walk away from it, you'll find that you now have a heart strong enough to overcome any obstacle.
As I said to you, when you have an athlete as fragile as him, and he's young, his body is entering into a space it never been. So some athletes take a longer time to recover. Some athletes can recover at the same time. We might not know if Keyshawn had like a wonderful training session and something happened. He was like, oh, you know what? Caution to the wind. Like, we don't know.
Yeah.
He doesn't look like that type of person to say, yo, I'm going to drop a mixtape and don't drop it. That's not him.
do you think athletes should prioritize letting people know what happened?
Yeah, I do think there needs to... Our sport's like poker, innit? Like, we all want to keep our cards close to our chest. And I'm thinking beyond the sport, transparency is important to build viewership. model it of other successful sports. In NFL, you're on the IR, or you're out. Like it's public knowledge if you're not playing, or why you're out. But in our sport, because it's an individual sport, you don't want your competitors to know what you're going through. So I don't know. I think you're better versed because you're like been removed for like a decade now from the sport.
Right.
Nah.
What's so funny? It's been a decade. What's the problem?
As far as competing.
What's the problem?
Do you, Warren? Also, Warren, what's your view? Do you feel that athletes should be more transparent if they're injured or not?
I would say 50-50 because I wish
you can't do that though. That's both sides. Like
Warren,
you're an opinionated person.
Warren loves a 50-50 answer, you know.
No, well, I'm talking as an athlete who was always had minor injuries.
Yeah.
And as a fan looking in.
Yeah.
Everybody thought I was slacking off, but I always had minor injuries that I just never announced.
People thought you were slacking off though, because you would be injured or you'd be at a competition rather, but you would post on your Instagram story that you're playing video games, eating cookies, but you're really at training. Like you used to trick the public. And you used to love that. So he's the number one at misleading people. So I know where you stand on this. You're not telling people the truth because you love misleading the public.
Remember, I couldn't do that like that. And I was making appearance. So most people are mixing up my end of my career type of posting to my heights of my career.
No, but I'm even speaking at the heights. Weren't you at Worlds or Olympics one times and you posted something and it got misconstrued between the camp? Quote me if I'm wrong.
You're wrong.
No. What I'm saying, like, you at the Olympics, you were training, but you posted something like that you were out, but you were actually training, but you just were like f***ing with the people then.
Can't be because I went to one Olympics and that's 2012.
Fair enough.
Oh, well, listen. First, I went to Australia, and I picked up an injury, and I still ran the 4x1, and then it got worse. I'd never announced the heights of my injury. I got a grade one tear. I never announced it. I just wander off in the wind. So everybody thought that I was just slacking off. I think it's just, I don't want a sympathy. I don't want nobody come to me for anything. So that was me. But when I'm looking on as fans, I would love if they say, oh, you know what, I'm not feeling good. But then other fans will misinterpret it as, yo, that's just a reason to run. Like not run, but like duck.
Yeah,
so I'm saying, that's why I said 50-50. But then you have athletes who people have that credibility for that, okay, that person don't run because I know they're injured for sure. There's people that you can call, like if that person don't run, I know for sure he's injured. If Grant don't pull out a meet, I can say, oh yeah, Grant probably injured. There's certain athletes you can say they're injured, and there's a certain athletes that you don't know if they're actually injured or not. So it's a great area. Like certain athletes have to protect their integrity, protect their brand, and then no athletes want to say they're injured, especially because you're running for, you're barely getting an appearance. So to say I'm injured, then come next week and want the same money, like why would I do that?
Yeah, that's true. You don't want to fuck up your bread. Because if I
Big
say
up Grant Holloway. He knows the assignment.
I think he's undefeated in the decade.
Think about this, Nat or Anson. You're on your rookie contract, and you're feeling a niggling during the end of the season, basketball, NFL, whatever it is. Are you going to announce you're injured, or are you going to wait on your rookie contract to be sealed?
I think that
you're never going to say you're injured. You're going to wait on your rookie contract to be.
It kills your bargaining power, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I think it may kill your bargaining power, but you don't have anything to bargain anyways.
No.
If you can't run and you can't play or whatever it is, then you're playing the people, dog. I'm not saying you can't pull out. I'm saying you got to at least let the people know
but he did.
a reason. No, you got to give a reason. You got to make an announcement. And you got to address the public. You can't just be out. We got to figure out how to navigate through these pullouts better, dog. Well, I get it. It's business. From a business standpoint, I get it. You got to maintain a position. But if we're talking about a sport where we're trying to connect with fans and fans want to be a part of it, something like this it can derail people, yo. And what if I really want to see Keyshawn run? And I do want to see Keyshawn run. I think there has to be at least a statement. Bro.
But then that has to be enforced by World Athletics. The reason why you're not competing. Because think about in basketball, once again, I know it's completely different sports, but it's all I can compare it to, right? When somebody's injured and you go on like a sports app, it says, oh, did not play, ankle injury, did not play, like that's a league thing where you have to state. Because no one's holding anybody accountable as far as explanations why you're not competing, no one will ever say it, because at the end of the day, as you said, one, it kills your bargaining power, and two, it gives your competitors an edge on what's potentially going on with you. You know what I'm saying? It's just the way our sport is, man. it's frustrating because it's one of the big hitters who wants to see compete out there.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
When you fly from wherever you go to see LeBron or Steph Curry play, and they don't announce they're playing until the hour before the match, why don't you guys hold those at least?
Oh no, they do. Trust me.
They get rinsed for that.
And kid you
but
not.
Guess what? It's different in chat because at least you have a day.
What do you mean?
Most times the heat sheet come out a day, 2 days before the meet.
Yeah, but he gave decent notice.
Yeah,
it's not like he waited. I'm just saying that we still had a lot of weeks of being hyped about him going though.
Yo, y'all waiting on the Kanye album and say so drop. Y'all be fine. Y'all be okay. Just continue wait.
Yeah, man.
New album coming soon.
We talking spring culture. We talking spring culture.